Hey guys, Smartin00 here. Today we're just going to be on a random world, flying around. I'm going to try and do like a talking thing. I don't know how this is going to work, where I just like talk about a topic for a couple minutes. Don't want to do too much today because I do have a, important video coming out. Well, probably tomorrow morning. But, because I'm going to record it late because there's an important server event. So, you guys can tell me what you think of that. So, basically, I'm just going to talk about something I found really interesting. I haven't seen anyone else do this sort of thing, like where they talked about what I'm about to talk about, but I'm guessing someone else has. So, just, you know. Anyways, I was on my server the other day, and what I noticed is when someone joins, it says where they're from, like what state now, or not what state, what country. So it could say you're from the United States or the United Kingdom or any of that jazz. And now, some people it might not seem like a big idea, but I thought, well, that's kind of weird. Why would I need to know where they're from? Now, the main purpose for this plugin, it's, by the way, it's Essentials, is it gives out your IP address, so that way if someone joins on and you want to ban them but they have multiple accounts, you can ban their IP. Now, it might just be like, oh, well, that's a good idea, but it goes a step further, and this is where I'm not so happy with it. What you can do is, if you go into the config of the file, this is Essentials GeoIP if you're curious, you can actually make it say what city you're from. Now, for most people, like me, I don't want people knowing what my city is, and it might not seem like that big of a deal. I mean, sure, they know where your city is, big deal, but again, you don't really want people knowing where you live. I mean, I don't, at least. I don't want people knowing where I live. All that sort of, let me, I mean, you don't really want someone knowing where you live. So, nah. But I mean, it makes sense, so that way you know. But, now, that's not all I'm going to talk about. Oh, by the way, if, I was on server, and you guys probably know about something called Social Spy, which basically it allows someone to read your MSGs. Now, if, just going to stop flying for a sec, if I write \help, and if I keep going until I find \MSG, did I pass it? Oh my gosh, they actually have a lot of these. Ah, I passed it. \say. Probably should have found this earlier and what page it's on. These are in alphabetical order, aren't they? Oh, that's because there's more than one command for it. \tell. Yep, tell player private message. So, if you're, ooh, look at that. So it says, this is just the point I wanted to make. It says tell player private message. Now, and if I do \MSG, and I write Smartin00, that's my username, I am it, so, hi. It says it's a private message. But, the thing is, what is that weird sound? I think those are guardians. Okay. But the thing is, not a lot of people know about Social Spy because they don't have servers, or they don't, like, they're not staff on a server. So, if they're like, oh, I'm gonna MSG my friend in real life, and say, like, is that another one? What is that? We just found a stronghold, guys. Wait, is it just one room? Alright, this is really curious, actually. Oh my gosh. We found a one-room stronghold. Okay. Just coordinates. Okay. And also, boom. There you go. That's really interesting. Alright. So, I was a little bit confused about that. Well, anyways, Social Spy basically allows them to read your private messages. So, if you're playing with your friend, you're like, oh, hey, buddy, wanna, or if you say the real name, like, hey, Tim, wanna play some Minecraft, or wanna party me on the server, we have to let the chunks load. If they're, first off, I don't know the reason why you would want someone to know your private or your real name, but then anyone on the server who has Social Spy just saw your real name. This is a really good seed, actually. I mean, it's like we found a ton of really great stuff. Huh. That's cool. Well, yeah. So that's the story with that. Now, here's just a couple things I'm going to say so you can sort of get rid of these issues I find with servers about privacy. First one, well, you have two options. You can either, if you enjoy the private servers, these are mostly for private servers, because, no one on iPixel is going to be looking to make sure that you're not, no one's going to care if your real name is on iPixel, unless, of course, they're an actual stalker who's stalking you, but I doubt that. Well, anyways, so, what you can do is turn off your location. If you have a desktop computer, like I do, I don't even know what you need location on, because there's very rare chances we're going to be moving it. So just turn off location. That's a really nice, and for the IP address, I'm guessing, now I'm not certain about this, I don't look up this, but if you really wanted, you could, I'm guessing someone could probably find you where you live, not like your home address, but at least state where you live with your IP address. So turn off that. Another thing you can do, for the IP address issue is you can get a VPN, which basically just gives you a random IP address, something like that. I'm not really sure. I didn't look into it too much. And as for Social Spy issue, well, that's an easy one. Just don't write in the Minecraft chat. You can't use emojis in the Minecraft chat, so unless you do something but that's not really a good emoji. So I don't know. You can use Discord instead, iMessage, Skype, lots of different options. So any of those work. Yeah, and I just want to say again that this is mostly for private servers. So, for example, your friend's server or a server. If you join my server, obviously you'll be safe. Don't worry. But if you're joining a server like that and you want to make sure. Now, the thing about VPNs is most people don't like them because that was intense lag there. If you get IP banned, then yeah, you don't have to. Why is this lagging so hard? That's a really dramatic, nice view. So that's pretty much all I'm gonna say here for this video. If our game would just stop lagging, but we could make a cool outro. If you enjoyed this type of video, I'm not really sure. It's mostly just because I need to have I try to do a video a day, so and I feel like it just needs to be said because as I said earlier, I didn't see anyone ever saying anything about this. If you're wondering what it is because you have a server and you don't want to find out where people live and have anyone with access to the console being able to stalk them, it's Essentials, GOIP. That's the one. If you have Essentials on it, it's still okay. But yeah. Anyways, the reason if you're wondering about this, the reason they even have that for whatever reason, Essentials, the IP thing, is because well, you can easily find out their IP address. You can ban their IP if they have multiple accounts. That's the reason it was created. So, yeah, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know in the comment section below, because I don't really know if you guys want to be seeing this type of talking video. I mean, I have a couple topics I could talk about potentially, but I don't know. Well, thanks for watching. Yeah, drop that like if you want to see more of these, and if you want, go hit that subscribe button. So yeah, goodbye.